What's up, Zookeepers? Welcome back. This is your boy Silverback. And you see the video. You see it. It's my Mortal Kombat top tier list. I finally got one. My other 1/3 of the Gorilla Squad, he's back. We upping the production of this channel. Let's get to my favorite fighting franchise forever. 1992, Ed Boon. Listen to me now. This is serious business. 1992. This is 2023, man. I know these characters front and back, man. Now, watch this list, Ed Boon, John Tobias, you too. Y'all watch this list and listen to your boy for Mortal Kombat 12. All right, Zookeeper, let's get to this video. You see my tiers. I got must have for every Mortal Kombat. I love them. Everybody know that's a saying of mine. I like the character. That don't mean they rank with I love them. Needs a redo. That mean they need a remake. Like they design or they lore needs to be redone for 23. And then I don't like them. Don't miss the list. Let's get to the video. We're gonna start with these must-haves first. Now we're gonna go to the face of the franchise. Scorpion, get over here. That's my boy. Holla at your boy, man. Scorpion been there since day one, A1. They did Mortal Kombat 3 without him. Fans crapped on that game, and they quickly went back to the studio, did an updated version called Ultimate Mortal Kombat, put Scorpion on there because it was an uproar. They left your boy out. So Scorpion has to be on there. Now, if you're gonna have Scorpion, you gotta have the other half for Scorpion. You gotta have Sub-Zero. Now, Sub-Zero been on there since day one. So the first Sub-Zero was behind. And when we got to Mortal Kombat 3, they gave us Kuali Yang with the scar on his face. I think they need to have a costume with Bihan as well as Kuali Yang just to give a shout out throwback to the first original Sub-Zero. Real Mortal Kombat fan know what happened to Sub-Zero. I'll explain it later on in this video, but them two characters need to be first. Now, you can't have good without evil, baby. So here you go. That goes, no. I like him more than I love him now. He got to be a must-have. Shang Tsung, man. The most deceivable character in Mortal Kombat. But this Joker gives the double agent meaning to life. But Shang Tsung swear he working with you. Got his working with for somebody else, but then got his own agenda in the mix of it, boy. That's an evil Joker, boy. Shang Tsung got to be on there. Now, if you're gonna have Shang Tsung, you gotta have Shao Kahn, baby. The baddie bad, the big bad, top 10 boss ever created. That's not for me. That's just a pose. Shao Kahn is legendary in the lines of bosses. Now, a character that everybody says needs a rest, I don't think so. Raiden. You can't have Mortal Kombat without Raiden. Every storyline that ever been told has had Raiden intertwined in the storyline. Now, what I do think they need to do is have him as NPC, just part of the storyline, and basically just give the character a rest, give another open slot for Raiden, but Raiden needs to be in the storyline, as well as Liu Kang. Liu Kang needs a rest. They done did everything to Liu Kang. They done killed him. He was original. He was a Bruce Lee clone, and then he got his own moves. He been a zombie. He been the bad. He been the evil or the leader of the Revenants. But now he's a Thunder God. He's a god, and that's where he need to stay as an Elder God along with his Princess Katana. Now these three characters doesn't need to have a slot, and if they do, they need to have one slot. And you can pick from 3 characters because they need to be in the role of Elder God. They don't need to occupy 3 slots on the new game roster. To me, it's time for these characters to ascend, meaning go into godhood. And we know for Mortal Kombat 11, they gave us Chronicle and Centurion, so we was able to play some Elder Gods, and then Chinook, but it's time for them just to sit back and enjoy their godhood. You can't have Mortal Kombat without Johnny Cage. He was the comic relief. He was the reason Mortal Kombat has became a game. Most people don't know Mortal Kombat was supposed to be an action fighting game from the actor Jean-Claude Van Damme. And Jean-Claude Van Damme character is Johnny Cage. He turned down the opportunity to work with, back then it was Midway Gaming, to pursue his role as Street Fighter. And he went with Street Fighter, which was a more established and popular franchise at the time. He went for the sure thing and turned down the role that is now Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat. But so Mortal Kombat stems from this guy. Um, and from Johnny Cage, you can't have Johnny Cage without Sonya. Both of these are staples. They've been on the Mortal Kombat since day one. They are what people look for. They are tried and true. These characters have evolved and got move lists, got combos. They the face of Mortal Kombat. Now, since Mortal Kombat 2, you can't have Mortal Kombat without Jax. This guy has not missed a game since Mortal Kombat 2. He shouldn't miss a game. It is a few minorities represented in the game, and they put Jax in the right. Jax is a top tier character in most people's list. His movesets is astonishing. What more I can say about Jax? He's a grappler. He got projectiles. He just cool as heck, man. You gotta have Jax. And you can't talk about Sonya and Johnny Cage without your boy Kano. Kano is Sonya, Shang Tsung, to they Liu Kang, but they are super rivals. And Johnny Cage started off. Kano started off as like a Korean character, and when Mortal Kombat movie were released, the Australian version of Kano took off, and they haven't looked back. They changed Kano origin to Australian, and it fits him better. But Kano started off as a Korean type character. Then you got Melina. This character has been left off and on, and I feel like for the Melina fans, that's a disservice. Like, she's a staple. She is not just a clone of Katana, because she have her own moveset that is super different from her. But her Tarkatan bloodline mixed with her background as created as a stepdaughter of Shao Kahn, she's her own character, and she shouldn't be left off any more Mortal Kombat baseline roster, because Melina got a serious following, and she deserved her shot in the limelight. Now we're gonna go. These are my must-have, because these has been story pushers. These have been around since Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. These characters is legendary. They have evolved. They moveset is astonishing, and they can compete with anybody. Anybody on this list up here at my top will, in a fighting competition, will be one of the characters that will be selected. And I stand by that, because I've been playing Mortal Kombat forever. Now let's go to I love them. This, you guys, is what the original Sub-Zero turned into. B-Han. B-Han became Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot is actually John Tobias and Ed Boon named backwards. Noob Saibot, get it? So Noob Saibot is what we got a B-Han. Now I liked it, the Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat trilogy with the cloud base, and he was always able to throw the shadow person of himself, but his movesets from trilogy need to come back, incapacitate his opponent with the little cloud shadow around him. I loved that Noob. I love all Noob. Noob's always been a top character when he is on the roster, but he almost made it to a must-have, but his storyline ain't quite there, even though it's intertwined with Sub-Zero. But we can live without Noob on a game or two. Now, just like Noob in popularity, Smoke. And they put the right Smoke up there. Smoke need to be the human form of Smoke. It don't need to be the cyber Smoke, even though it was okay, but everybody want the human smoke. That's what most people relate smoke to. He was supposed to be called a Ninja on one of the latest Mortal Kombats, but that have never came into position other than storyline. So we'll see what character development they do for that one. Now next, which I love him, everybody's favorite cyborg. I just spoke of him, Cyrex. Cyrex is unique because he almost like a scorpion in a cybernetic form with the little net that brings him over here. Um, he got the bombs and everything. He's real cool, super different from his counterpart. So I got to put Cyrex first, but you can't say Cyrex without having Sector. Sector is another character I love. I have loved Sector ever since both of them have been introduced. Actually, I play better with Sector than I do with Cyrex, but for some reason Cyrex have a better charm. Now, one character I missed off of must have, and I'm kind of torn, and I love him and must have, is Goro. Now, Goro being since part one, and he is a story pusher, meaning he was the champion of 9 Mortal Kombats. But I was torn between every Mortal Kombat having Goro, or is he a character I super love? And for now, I'm gonna put I love him. I love Big Daddy Goro. Comic books, the comic line, he got his arm ripped. His story of how he was the 9 defending champ. He came out with the 4 arms, was legendary. But Mortal Kombat 11 didn't have him, and I love Mortal Kombat, so I don't know if I would put him in the must-have. For right now, though, we're gonna leave him with I love him. Now, another Mortal Kombat character from part 2, you gotta have Baraka, man. I love Baraka. I love the look of Baraka. I love the blades. He's very unique. He was unique to the game, but then they made the Tarkatans a whole race, but Baraka always looked different from the rest of the Tarkatans. But Baraka is a very unique character, very underrated. I feel like if they give Baraka a little bit more inspiration, say that if he marries Melina and he got ambition to be great, I feel like Baraka can be a sub boss and not a big boss, but I believe he got the ability to be a sub boss and people won't be mad. We're gonna go to Cabal. Cabal was the speedster of Mortal Kombat. He on Mortal Kombat 3, he was introduced. He had the fatality to where he screamed. He took off his master screen. He was so ugly and scared the life out of somebody. So it was a kind of a gimmick when he first became. But Cabal have came up on the Kano and came into his own character. He looked at as the burnt character that's just speeding across it, but speed is his gimmick. But yeah, I like Cabal. Next, who we gonna go with? We're gonna go with Kenshi. We're looking at the list, y'all. We're gonna go and say Kenshi because I'm on it. I do like Kenshi. I love Kenshi. Kenshi is one of those Deception character, the 3D era characters that have ascended with the storyline, intertwined itself, and made himself a valuable assets in the storyline. So I do like Kenshi, and I think he need to be in Mortal Kombat 12 because he set out 11. He did good in X, so I think he need to come back. Now, you got to put the ninjas in now, baby. You got to have Ermac. Now, I don't like what they did with Ermac and made Ermac tear off Jack's arms. Now, I don't like that. But the idea of Ermac, everything about it, telekinesis, made of souls. I love Ermac, but I just don't like that they put Ermac up there to make a mockery of my boy. But anyway, Ermac, he deserves to be Ermac. One of the new characters, I love Devora. Devora is real good, insect based, unique storyline. Essential to the latter characters, meaning X and 11. Devora killed off some of your favorite characters, so she ain't just a pushover. So I do love Devora. Of course, like I said, you gotta have the ninjas in there. I do love Reptile. Reptile has been around since Mortal Kombat 1. He was a secret character, playable on Mortal Kombat 2. Now, he has went through a whole strand of evolution, like just back to back to back to back to back. And I think that we as Ninja fans need to see the human Reptile come back. Like, he cool and all as a creature, but I think the human Reptile needs to come back as well as the human Smoke. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I think that he needs to come back as in the human form. Now, another evil, Quan Chi. Quan Chi started in Sub-Zero mythologies and been great ever since. He made his debut on MK4, and he had the epic fatality where he rip off your leg and beat it with you. Quan Chi, I do love Quan Chi, and I think he needs to be some kind of way reincarnated to be in another Mortal Kombat game. Now, I know some of your favorite characters is still down here on the list, but for me, we're gonna start on the next column. Now, I may change my mind and put somebody somewhere else, but we're gonna go to Fujin. Fujin, I do like Fujin. They made him the brother of Raiden. I don't remember him starting off as the brother of Raiden. They made him the brother of Raiden. I do like him. I think that Fujin has enough to sustain himself in his own lore instead of being attached to Raiden, because his moveset is unique. But I do like Fujin, and I would like to see them do more with Fujin, as well as Rain. Rain is another one of those characters that is attached to Adenia. He's like an attachment character. He's never been given the opportunity to be fully developed in his own right. And that's how a lot of Mortal Kombat characters is. They this character because of this character. They this character because they enemies with this character. It's always a piggyback off of them. But I do like Rain, and I really wish they would explore his storyline a little bit more. Now, Kentaro. Kentaro was unique in Mortal Kombat 2. He was the tiger version of Goro. He has never got off and up on the Goro shadow, and for rightfully so. Goro is a better played character. He is what the forearm choking should look like, but I did always like the Kentaro setup, and I do enjoy his character, the way he looks. So I do like Kentaro. Another character, I love Havoc, but he hasn't done a lot to be with Noob Saibot, to be with Cyrax, to be with Goro. And that's what a lot of people, when I see they tier list, not to say mine is definitive or perfect, but it's what you have done in the Mortal Kombat era, what you have done in character development and storylines. And although Havoc is behind the scenes, and the Kamidogu, he was deceiving to get to be the blood god. It's like, okay, that was in the comic book. Like, you ain't really been on game. So I can't put him in I love him and sit here and let him rest on the sides of Goro. That wouldn't be fair to Goro. Goro has been through tried and true different iterations of midway and another round games. So that's the way I do my list, and I try to be fair across the board. Now, a lot of a new fan favorite that everybody like, and I like them too. Some people love them. Aaron Black, Earth Realm with Outworld, a human that's a gunslinger that fights uh, with just his weapons is very unique for Mortal Kombat. Like I said, he got a following. People don't want him to sit down. For Mortal Kombat 12, I really don't know how I feel about him being in there. I don't think I would care if he's in there, because he is a good character, and so I do like Aaron Black. New character, Kotal Khan. I like Kotal Khan. He almost in the I love category, but again, he is one of the new characters that just come, and his lore, his background don't perceive him to be up there with the likes of Ermac or Reptile. So I can't force myself into put him up there. Just like Havoc, God, Order Ram. What's my guy name? Jesus, I forgot his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's from the Order Ram. Hotaru, that's it. Hotaru. He's the opposite of Havoc. Havoc is from Chaos. Hotaru is from Order. I love his design. Very unique. Don't know much about him, but this is a I like category, and I do like him. So Hotaru deserves to be in the I like category. Like I said, his background does not push him a lot, but sometimes you gotta go with the uniqueness of the character. He's very unique. Then you got Kung Lao. Kung Lao never is really his own character. Like, Kung Lao always be associated with Liu Kang. Like, Kung Lao never goes out by himself. He always with Liu Kang, the Shaolin monks, gang. Like, he's never been by himself. Now, when he was introduced into Mortal Kombat 2, he was very unique. He could have been like the Aaron Black of Mortal Kombat way back then. Like, if he was his own monk and like a stranger with his hat, he would have been super cool. But they attached him to Liu Kang as best friends of Liu Kang, and so his character development never pushed him past anything that could put him in a different category. Again, another character that from the trilogy, Nightwolf. Now, Nightwolf came on part 3. Nightwolf was very bold to put a American Indian on the game. I love the whole concept of the spirit animals and everything. Now, what I don't like that they gave Nightwolf just a mantle and anybody can be like Nightwolf. Like, what they're trying to do now, like Sub-Zero is a mantle. They even talking about trying to see if Scorpion can be just a mantle. I don't understand the writers and some of their decision, but they made Nightwolf a mantle instead of the person. So, but I did like Nightwolf. Shinnok, he was one of my characters on Mortal Kombat 4, man, with the dead hands coming out. He was super broken on Mortal Kombat 4. He was obviously kind of more powerful, more cheat than a lot of characters on that game. But I like Shinnok. Me personally, he do push the storyline of Fallen Elder God. So I like Shinnok. He got the right spot where he deserved. Now another one, I like Natara. Um, Vampire, um, Mortal Kombat character. She had a cameo in the movie, in the cartoons. Like, uh, she actually, matter of fact, nope. I like her, but what happened? Jax move. Let's put Jax. Let's put Jax over here. Jax move. I like her, but let's put Natara as she needs a redo. I do like her, Zookeepers, but Natara needs to be remade. She needs to be like Dracula wife or something. Like, she needs to be so evil, like, and blood sucking. Like, she need to bite the characters and get some of their powers, because vampires can, when they bite their character, they when they taste their blood, they remember with some of the memory of the people who they bit. So Natara, she needs a redo. But I do like her, and I would want to put her in there, but for future sakes, she needs a redo. Frost, she needs a redo. And I do like Frost as a female Sub-Zero, but her little bad, defiant attitude needs to redo. Like, she need to calm down and settle in and be part of the Lin Kuei. The Lin Kuei was assassins and is more peaceful. She like Damon and Sub-Zero is Batman. Like, she just defiant. He's trying to bring him and or her into light, and they just so defiant. They just want to keep going on the old ways. So I think Frost needs a redo. Now we're gonna continue on with I like him. I do like Reiko. And I think I seen to where Reiko was supposed to be the next Shao Kahn, and they should have had him as that. I feel showing the evolution of Shao Kahn, it would have been a great character for character development, so to speak. And but they made him the general who likes to sneak and wear Shao Kahn things. But everybody thought he was what Shao Kahn looked like before he became Shao Kahn, and I do feel like they should have kept going with that storyline. That's just me. We're gonna go with needs a redo. I think Tremor needs a redo. He one of the only ninjas that's not up top, because he's not as well developed or loved as a Reptile or Ermac. I don't know what holds Tremor back. He one of the more swollen, polished ninjas, but I think Tremor needs a redo. I don't know what holds him back, but he just ain't on the I like or I love category. He needs a redo. He almost there, but he just needs a redo to me. Now, Onaga. Onaga has been referenced, has been teased to be in the next game. He's the big bad of the universe, and everybody collectively have to band together to kill him. He's not in the love category because it ain't been enough about him. But he is in the I like the whole lore around him. I like the way his character looks. So I do like Onaga, but he's not. He don't have a lot of games up under his belt to be in the I love him, because you only got a couple of games to play him. Another unpopular opinion, Moloch. Moloch needs a redo. Moloch could become a better character if they went back to the lab, did something more with his ball, made some significance of why he holds a ball. Um, I just think a lot of the 3D era character needs a redo. Same thing with Drummond. Drummond character design is spectacular, but he needs to go back to the drawing board, as in backstory, as in um, um, what he brings to the Mortal Kombat universe. Like um, Drummond can use a redo, as well as Meat. Meat can use a redo. Like the way NetherRealm uh, is doing their games now, and the engine that they using, these 3D characters be so will benefit so much from the new engine that they use that it's not even funny. Now, a very unpopular character is Suhao. Oh no, I like Suhao. I was playing Suhao in Deadly Alliance and Deception. He was one of my top tier characters. It was another Mortal Kombat YouTube called True Underdog. He played Suhao, and he's seen the same thing that I was experiencing when I played Suhao. Suhao was a good character. Now, his character image is questionable, stereotyped, and I can see that. But actually, moveset, and I like Suhao. I actually like Suhao. Another character that I like Ferrotor. Ferrotor came on Mortal Kombat X and died on Mortal Kombat X. He didn't die as a character, but they ain't reference him no more. But I actually like Ferrotor. These are unpopular opinions, but I actually like Ferrotor. I like that his character design. It was a Thundercat that he was based off of, not factually, but it was a Thundercat. Did the same thing. Had a little girl that rides on the back of him, and I think that they took inspiration from that and made Ferrotor. Now we're gonna go to some of these characters that I don't like them. Dagon, Nosa, I don't like him. Taven, Nosa, I don't like him. Um, who else we just gonna say we just don't like? Combat Kid. I don't like him. We're gonna keep going. Kai can do for a redo. It's getting kind of hard down here because you got new and old characters, and I don't want to be biased. Now this Motaro, which is the two-legged Motaro, I don't like him, but they bring Motaro back with the four legs. He can stand a redo. Tanya, I like Tanya. Tanya is okay. Sindel, can use a redo. She needs to be rebooted to the good Sindel to me. Her bad rendition, it really doesn't fit to me. She needs a redo. This is an old Sindel. That's who is that's who the one that I like. The one that was said to be married to the king and took her own life. That Sindel needs to be the one that they portray. Mocap, I don't like him. That was a joke character. Cobra, I don't like him. Lee May, we're gonna go with I don't like her. Astra, she can do a redo. She could do a redo. Um, because she, the hat, she supposed to have been a female character rating. So she can withstand a redo. Conjun, nope, don't like them. Serena, she could do for a redo. Shijinko, never liked them. Chameleon, he a ninja, y'all, but I don't like him. I don't like the other Chameleon either. Jared can do for a redo. And that's unpopular, but he was funny in Mortal Kombat 4. Like his ending, where he was in, like I'm talking about as real time, not looking back on it. Like we used to laugh at Jared, like no Jax, don't do it, don't kill me. And then when you hit him, he'd be like, oh my leg. Like I like the Jared. Jared can come back as a redo, a comic relief character, a coward, so to speak. Striker. I like Striker. Avado, he can do for a redo. Avado can benefit from redesign, rehashed, and I think he'll be more love in a redo form than what he's portrayed now. Scarlet, she can do for a redo. If she would carry the mantle of just a red ninja and not being like outcast as the blood ninja, meaning like her garment, her suit. If she would have a red traditional ninja suit, I think she would be more perceived. So if they go back to the drawing boards and redo her, I could see her being fantastic. Also, Blaze, I seen many concept arts on Blaze. He can stand for a redo. His lore, he should be omnipotent, just untouchable, because he is the fire that everybody wants to rule. So if he gets a redo, get a new costume, and just be untouchable, I think that'll help Blaze out in the future. Garrus, whew. Oh, let me see. I love Jackie. I love Jackie and X. Jackie and X she was one of the top characters for me. I don't even know how I missed Jackie. I love Jackie. I didn't like her. I love her. Garrus, how do you feel about Garrus? He was okay. It should have been an okay slap. Like he was okay. He wasn't. I don't like him. He wasn't in a redo. So I don't know. He was okay. So I guess I say I like him. He was okay. Takeda, he was okay. Takeda was okay. Collector needs a redo. And I know he just been made, but he's not that I don't like him. I don't know. He got 6 arms, but he wasn't using nothing but 4. I don't know. No, he actually had 4 arms. I'm sorry, I thought he had 6, but yeah, he had 4 arms, but he only used 2. I don't know. His character design, I don't know. He just needs to redo. Cassie Cage, I like Cassie. Combat Kids they so new. I like that. I liked it. Bo Raicho. He was in the redo, but Mortal Kombat X, they redid him, so I could put that I like him. Centurion. Ooh. know I could put her mother, and I don't like her. She don't need to come back. She did what she had to do, but now Darius, I think he need a redo. I think he needs Jack's facelift. Now that's what you could do. You could sit Jax down and put Darius into the mode of Jax. Probably have him as his successor, his ward. You know, teach him the way, put him some metal arms on. I could see that. I could see him being the next Jax, so he could stand a redo. So what we got? Jade. I like the Jade. Jade I like. Centurion. Shiva. I love Shiva ever since she came out. I don't know what took me so long to do Shiva. I like this Shiva. Centurion. How do you feel about Centurion? I ain't gonna say I don't like her. Needs a redo? I can put her in needs a redo. And you. We're gonna put you I don't like you. I don't even remember your name. So I definitely don't like you. And that's it. That's my list. I think that on my must-have, everybody would agree that's what Mortal Kombat's look like. The I love them. You can drop and keep these characters, and everybody will still buy the game. The I like them. You could have a few off the I like list. Needs a redo. You would want to see them come back as in new design and not design that you've seen. And the hated characters, I think, for the most part, that is what everybody would agree on. But that's it, Zookeepers. I enjoyed this video. I love this video. I love all Mortal Kombat. As always, to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I'm out.